Hey Customarians, how y'all been? I missed y'all. Sorry I was late on the video, but I have been out of town. My dad's estate sale was going on in Sherman, Texas, and I had to pass through McKinney, Texas, where Linda's Electric Quilters is. This is, they gave me some information about affiliates, and I got a card, and uh, that's where I got my big old roll of batting. And they allowed me to film in the store. I called a day ahead of time so I could get over there. And they said, okay. Well, Corey and Linda were not there, but I did meet some of the nice people that work there. They were cool. And I got some cool fabric. Through there and get that. Man, they got a huge selection of threads. Cool kits. Glide. Ooh, I have this pattern right here. Made that for my granddaughter. Big wall old patterns and tools. This is my section. I'll be back right here to buy some stuff. Rows and rows and rows. I was meaning to make Linda's video an entire video, but Bonehead moved me. I didn't turn on the video until I got part way down one of the fabric aisles. They had an entire room full of just cuddle fabrics. I'm not into that stuff, but it was a good sized room with a lot of stuff. So Scooter's gonna play some of the footage that I have in there. The ladies were really nice. There was one lady in there that her 21st birthday was, I think, the day before, and she was really cool. We talked for a good little while. You're right. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Abby.
Hi, Abby.
I'm Trish. Hi.
Hi, Trish.
Hello.
I'm about done. I'm going to shop. And then my dad's sweet, longtime companion, Jessie Martin, had some quilt blocks. We just got talking about quilting, and she knows I quilt. And she pulled out some stuff that she had from a lady that was 102 back in the 90s. She gave me all those quilt blocks. So I'm here to show you every one of those. I was so happy I didn't know what to do. So here we go. First off, this is what I got at Linda's. I really did rein myself in, y'all. You'd be proud of me. But I still did almost spend like a couple $100, but okay, this is just some black fabric that I got, and I'll show y'all the selvages in case you want to know what it is. This is good backgrounds. It reminded me of reproduction fabrics, so that's what I like. So I got that. Always could use a good black. And I thought this was kind of cool with these little hearts on it. This one, now I should have gotten enough for a backing, because this would make a good backing, but I thought this color right here was so odd. I probably wouldn't know what to use it on, but I got half yard of it. And this is a 108. They got a ton of 108s over there. Let's see. Where is it? There we go. This one is kind of, I'll open it up a little bit, but this is a Spectrum by Vanessa Christensen of V&Co. Moda. I'm not gonna open this all the way, but you kind of get the point. That'll make a great backing, and it's so soft. All right, here's another backing. I saw this one and had to get it quick. Let's make a great back. By Moda. This is their gray goods that they print on men. They are so soft. Arabesque. That's gonna make a great backing. And this one is what is her name? Lisa Bonjean's flannel. You can't see on the salvage too good, but that's who this is. And this is really soft too. So I got enough for backing. This is a 108 also. So that's all the fabric I bought. I did good. I wanted to buy so much more. Now I'm gonna go through all the regular blocks first of these little ladies, and then the cool stuff is at the bottom. So this old lady did all of these blocks. Now I have some other blocks of Somebody Sue, but they have hands and stuff on them. I'm gonna cut these down after I starch them and press them. I'm gonna trim them up and make something out of them. And there's a lot. This is bled from something or faded. I'll have to make sure I put some Synthropol or color casters or retain or whatever it is you're supposed to put in the water when I wash them. Now, I'm not sure how old these blocks are. Jessie said they're probably pretty old, but I don't know. Oh, and I forgot also, cameraman, remind me about those blocks I found in the garage. I have some blocks in the garage that I don't have a clue where they came from. I was looking for something out there in a bin, and I completely forgot to bring them out for this. How many of these blocks? I hope y'all counting. Somebody. It's so cool. All hand stitched. I just noticed just now they have arms. All of them do. But they're the same fabric, so I'm not really tracking. Duh. It's cute little fabric. Baby stuff. All right. Now here's the cool stuff. She hand embroidered all of these. They're all Bible related. Okay, that's a stack on. So She started sewing some of them together. Well, hell, what happened here? I'll just go like this. I'll move them into the frame for you. How cool is that? I'm going to take this. This is a corduroy material. I'm going to take this off of all of them and trim them up and put them in to a quilt because I don't like this fabric. This is a real find for me. I'm so happy about this. This is my favorite one. And Job. Oops. That's the first one. Okay, here are the single ones, and then I'll go back to the other ones. I keep thinking about how long it took to do this because I'm not an embroiderer. I thought about taking a class, though. There was one offered at my local quilt shop not too long ago, and I didn't do it because, you know, I got a job, and it wasn't during a time where I could take it. This one, I'm glad you told me, Scooter. This one, the picture is correct, but the words are backwards. And it's Hagar and somebody. Isamafl. I don't know if it's supposed to be Ishmael, or that might be a H. Yeah, Ish, Ishmael. In the inside here is where you can read it. Isn't that weird? She probably started doing it on one side and flipped it. So that's a good story right there for the quilt. And there's one state. When I was messing with Jessie, where are the rest of the states? Where are the rest of the states? She's like, that's it. That's all I got. One state. And then we got all these other ones. Isn't this cool? I'm still excited about it. All right, what we got going here? This is and still more. These have got to be old. They're yellowing. The other ones are too, but these are. Okay, and that's the end of that one. And I'll be right back. I'm going to get the ones from the garage. Show you those. Here's some blocks that I found. I don't know where they came from. I'm pretty sure my Aunt Ella gave me these a long time ago, but I just forgot about them. So There's only 3 of these. And then there's a whole bunch of log cabin blocks. They're real thin material, probably Walmart material way back in the day. This is kind of thick. These are, you can tell this is really bad fabric, but I'm going to make a quilt out of it, I'm telling you. One of these days. This was the weekend for finding stuff. I also brought back from my dad's 3 pairs of his jeans. I intentionally picked 3 different colors so I could put those in a family quilt. Asking my kids all to give me a pair of their jeans to cut up, and all the kids, grandkids, to put in a quilt, a jean quilt. This is a lot of blocks, and I had no idea I had this. Oh, there we go. These are hand stitched together here, so I know I didn't do it. Yeah, they're all hand stitched. So yeah, I know for sure I didn't do it, because I don't hand piece as of yet. Anyway, I haven't done any of that. Let's see how big these are. Let's see. 13.5-inch blocks. Am I in the frame, Scooter? Okay. Ooh wee, that's a wild one there. Yeah, these are all put together. Somebody did it. Ooh wee. Definitely not my colors. These are wild. Scrappy for show. All right, so before we get to the little tops I found out there, I lived in Panama for a few years, military, and everybody got a gardener over there. My gardener's wife did these molas. They're reverse applique, and I bought all of these, and I was going to put them in and make pillows out of them at one point. So I put interfacing on the back and then never did it. But aren't they great? I love these. They're so intricate. Zoom in on some of the stitching on these, a couple. Real tight in there. That's a lot of stitches and a lot of layers. Just Google molars. We're not gonna go into how they're made, but they are very cool the way they do it. Mola. They're made by the Kuna Indians, and he was a Kuna Indian. This one I think is the best made out of all of them. Zoom in on this stitching. These are tiny stitches. This one is pretty cool. I was heavily into quilting. This was about, let's see, 1991 ish, and I was quilting, and I think he saw something I was working on and started talking to me about it. And I had never heard of molars before, and he told me his wife did stuff like this. So I said, well, bring me some of her stuff so I can take a look at it. And he brought all of these, and I bought every one of them. All right. I was bored over there, so I that was where I took my first quilting class in Panama. Actually, I had made my first quilt already, first two quilts, but the second I learned the piece curves there, and took a class. And my aunt Ella, who gave me all these blocks, whoa, she has that quilt because she begged me for it when I got back from Panama. And now her son has it and he don't know where it is. Clayton. All right, so I'm gonna stand up, and here's some of the tops that I had out there. Now I know she did give me this. This is all hand pieced. My aunt Ella gave me this. It's a trip around the world, I think. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see how much of it you can see. All hand pieced individual squares, not strip pieced. All right, and this is something I put together from blocks that she made. That she gave me. I had forgotten this was out there. I already put them together, but I need to do something with this. I was gonna hand quilt it because I didn't know anything about machine quilting at the time. So it's all basted and ready to go. All these pins. I can use all these pins. Let me see what kind of batting. I wasn't such a batting snob back then. This is probably polyester from Walmart. I don't like to put polyester in my quilt. Yeah. This is probably 80/20 or all polyester, one of the two. All right, so that's that. And then the last thing, Miss Jessie, the one that gave me all those cool blocks, she has two tops from her mom that she wants to get finished. The other one, she didn't give me that one yet, but I told her I would get it finished for her. This is all hand pieced, and her mom passed long time ago. Miss Jessie, I think is 77 or 78, and look, my dad was robbing the cradle. He was 93. And I don't know how this is going to go because let's zoom in on this, Scooter. A lot of these seams here are fraying because they're woven fabrics. There's a lot of those in here. There's another one. Another one. So I'm not sure how this is going to go, but I'm going to get it finished for her. We'll see. I can't take it all apart. I could, but that would take forever. So I don't know if I just want to get it long armed, like heavily long armed, so it'll stay together. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the show and tell. This was a weekend for finding cool stuff. And whenever I work on any of these that I've shown, I'll share it with you guys. See you next week.